me again, and I am here to read another book to my grandkids or any other kid that actually wants to listen to me read. This book is an old book, one that I read long time ago, and it's called Caps for Sale. Now, of course, and it's also a Reading Rainbow book, and if you are old enough to know, you'll know what Reading Rainbow is. But if you're young, like my grandkids, you won't know what Reading Rainbow is because it's not on TV anymore, which is sad. But anyway, Reading Rainbow used to be a TV show on PBS that featured books. Well, they featured this book. And like I said, it's called Caps for Sale, and it's by, oh my gosh, Esphyr Slobodkina. I know I butchered that. I'm sorry to the author, but I tried. So anyway, to read the book Caps for Sale, I got my own caps. And I got a blue one, and a black one, and a gray one. So I'm gonna put my caps on. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I put this one on backwards, I think. Okay. There's my gray one, and a black one, and a really cute blue one. There we go. So I'm ready now. And you'll see why I'm wearing my caps in just a moment. So, caps for sale. Once, there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like an ordinary peddler, carrying his wares on his back. He carried them on top of his head. First, he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. So there, he has them. He walked up and down the street holding himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up and down the street, and he walked down the street calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," he said. And he walked out of town, slowly, so as not to upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," he thought. And he sat down very slowly under the tree, and he leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First, his own checked cap, then the gray cap, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, and then the red caps on the very top. See him leaning against the the tree? They were all there, so he went to sleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. He looked at the right of him, no caps. He looked at the left of him, no caps. He looked in back of him, no caps. He looked behind the tree, no caps. He then looked up into the tree, and what do you think he saw? Let's find out. On every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray, brown or a blue or a red cap? Look at those monkeys with those caps on their heads. The peddler looked at all the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them, "you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers at him. Tisk, tisk, tisk. This made the peddler angry, so he shook both hands at them and said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both their hands back at him and said, "Tisk, tisk, tisk." Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, "Tisk, tisk, tisk." By this time, the peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both of his feet and shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped both of their feet back at him and said, "Tisk, tisk, tisk." At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his cap and he threw it on the ground and began to walk away. But then each of the monkeys pulled off his cap. What do you think they're going to do? And all the gray caps, and all the brown caps, and all the blue caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. There they go. See them? All flying down. So, the peddler picked up his cap and put them back on his head, just like I'm going to do. First, his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, and the red caps on the very top. See him stacking them up there? And slowly, slowly, he walked back to town calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" The end. And there is the author, right there, that made this book. Did you like that book? I thought it was really cute, and I really enjoyed putting my caps on. What do you think? What cap would you wear? Let me know. I love you all, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.